Manchester United 2, Arsenal 1. Manchester United have just got over the line there and got the victory from this game at Old Trafford. And to be honest, there was nothing riding on the game besides pride. But Manchester United haven't really performed at nowhere near at their best today against a much changed Arsenal team, and not really what I was expecting today, to be honest. I was expecting a lot more comfortable performance from Manchester United than we got, but got over the line. So to be honest, you can't really argue in the end. Looks like second position now is as good as secure with 3 games to go, and we've got an FA Cup final to look forward to. And to be honest, it did look a little bit to me like the players have that in their mind a little bit. We saw a couple of weeks ago against West Brom, we were terrible. Now, we wasn't terrible today, we've taken the lead early on, but with a much changed Arsenal team. Now, that was almost as full strength Manchester United team from what we played against Tottenham in the FA Cup. But we seem to be getting the job done in these big games at the moment. We've been all the top teams recently, which is fantastic to see for Manchester United. But taking the lead through Paul Pogba, probably not got as many goals as he maybe would have liked this season, but tapping it in after Alexis Sanchez hit the post. And from there, I thought Manchester United would kick on and hopefully get the second and maybe put the game to bed. With Arsenal's horrendous away record, 5 defeats in a row in the Premier League, I was really confident going into this game, and I saw a much changed team from them. Reece Nelson was up there, Maitland-Niles was playing at the back. They got another guy who they brought in, a Greek player who they brought in January, was playing. There was a few others. Kolasinac was playing, so there was a much changed team from what I think there was 8 changes from that game that they played at home in the Europa League against Atletico Madrid, and I was really confident that Manchester United would kick on from there and maybe put 2 or 3 past this Arsenal inexperienced team with the likes of Callan Chambers at the back. But most of Arsenal's youngsters, Reece Nelson and Maitland-Niles, he was fantastic today, Maitland-Niles. And credit's got to go to Arsenal's youngsters as much as Manchester United weren't nowhere near at their best, and it was laboured performance. But Arsenal sort of grew into it a bit, and it was a pretty even first half for me from both sets of teams. And I was happy to go in 1-0 to the good at half time. Arsenal did have a couple of chances in and around the box, but David Hare wasn't really that troubled. Second half, Mkhitaryan poked one into the bottom corner, and Manchester United have made some changes. Obviously, Romelu Lukaku getting injured, which was a massive blow to Manchester United. Hopefully he's okay. So we've had to bring on Marcus Rashford in the second half for him. And Manchester United have probed and looked more likely to get the winner. We've also brought on Anthony Martial and fellaini. And I know Jamie Redknapp's in that saying, why hasn't one Mata come on? Well, fellaini's come on and ended up getting the winner, so that is why you are not a football manager. He has come up with the goods late on, scoring the goal, sort of the backwards header to get Manchester United all 3 points. And I think on the last 10-15 minutes, Manchester United probably just over the line, just deserved to nick this game 2-1. I couldn't really have argued if Manchester United had drawn the game though, because we didn't probably do maybe just them last 10-15 minutes. We looked the more likely side. I think Arsenal were happy to come out of there with the 1-1 draw just to keep the pride from their performance, because a lot of them youngsters put in a lot better shift than some of the senior players have. And when you're a youngster coming into these sort of games, sometimes it's better to bring 2 or 3 youngsters into the fold, and because they've got a point to prove, they want to go out there and show something to the fans, which is probably not what the other players would have probably needed to do. They'd have probably had that Thursday game on their mind, so that probably made it helped Arsenal a bit in that. And obviously all the players just want to go out and give Arsene Wenger still a send-off in each game that they play in. But Manchester United have got the job done, so hopefully now we can maybe rest 1 or 2 players for them at least final 2 games. If we beat Brighton on Friday night, it will be as good as mathematically over for me for that second spot. I think it is anyway, because Liverpool got more their eyes on Europe and their game against Roma. So, and they've got Chelsea up next away, which isn't going to be easy for them. And Manchester United have got 3 pretty decent games to come on. We've got Brighton next, then we've got West Ham, and then we've got Watford. So 3 games that really, if Manchester United were bothered about winning them, I think we could win any of them 3 games, or even all 3 of them games but hopefully at least the final 2 games we could maybe give a couple of, maybe Tahai Chong, maybe even Angel Gomez could come back into the fold. Who knows? We will have to wait and see if any youngsters are given the opportunity, but it would be a good chance to see a couple of youngsters. I know we have got a big squad because the likes of Juan Mata didn't get on today, and he's going to have to rotate a bit maybe in the next week or 2 just before that, just to keep everyone on their toes for that game against Chelsea in the FA Cup, because that will be the defining moment now of the season, whether we have failure or we have success. And it would be great to send off to end the season with that trophy, because then it won't be a bad season at all, to be honest, considering what Manchester City have done this season. Record points they're going to get, they've got record goals they're going to get. So to be honest, Manchester United finishing on 80 plus points in second position, most seasons would have won Manchester United the title, and we're still playing Ashley Young and Valencia at full-back, and we're still getting points that could potentially on another season win the title. Make a few adjustments in the summer and hopefully next season go again, and we could have a fantastic season next season. So overall content with the win today. Could do better, but happy to get the job done. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. Hopefully see a bit of some changes in the